Hello everybody, my name is Arashi, your coach of the Groningen Noctowls, bringing you week 2 of the MPL as we take on Jonathan aka Johnny GB, coach of the Oregon Duckletts. Now before we actually going to start this replay, I do want to make an update that if I sound a little bit tired, if I sound a little bit if I sometimes talk and then I suddenly have a moment of silence, I'm feeling a little bit tired lately, and I think it's because, I've worked a lot in the last couple of 2-3 months, so I really need my vacation off work, which is in June. So hopefully I will feel a bit more energized later on. And there just a lot of stuff happened in a couple of weeks, and a lot of stuff is going on. My mother's birthday is coming up, one of my little brother's birthday is coming up. So my mind is all over the place, but here we are with week 2 of the MPL. My opponent is bringing the Yuxi, the Mega Scizor, the Alamamola, the Tangrowth, two fat mons, the Kyurem Black, and of course the Crocodile. While I'm bringing the same team as last week. As I said before, a lot of stuff going around, and we really needed to do this battle back last week. And just, I thought, what, I think I can just bring the same mons. So Mega Beedrill, Rocky Helmet Mew, we have Diggersby with the Choice Band, the Assault Vest, Goodra, Leftovers, Rotom Wash, which is very offensive, and we have the Shell Smash, White Herb, Torkoal here, and hopefully we can do a lot with the matchup. So I started out with Beedrill because Beedrill we can easily start out with, scout my opponent, and then U-turn out, as he is actually going for the Yuxi. Now I was like, he's probably going to put the Stealth Rocks up, but we get a free U-turn here, and as you are actually going to see, as we are going to Mega Evolve right here with the Beedrill, the U-turn will connect, but he is going to reveal to be a berry. So that U-turn is still going to do a decent amount of damage, but without the Tanga Berry, that Yuxi would probably be in the red right now, maybe even dead, depending on the roll. So I'm going into my my Torkoal here, because Torkoal can actually put some pressure on the team, as he's actually going to put up the Stealth Rocks, as I just said. Now, of course, I was like, you know what, I can just go for a nice cheeky Flamethrower, as he's actually going into the Crocodile, and unfortunately for us, that Crocodile is not Moxie, it's Intimidate, so the White Herb will connect, and our opportunity to actually Shell Smash here is absolutely gone. But the Flamethrower is still going to do a lot, and then he is going to Earthquake, but not taking us out, and the next Flamethrower will take care of the Crocodile. So a big threat on my opponent's side of the field is gone, but my Torkoal is a bit crippled, and with the Mega Scizor around, that's still, very unlucky, as he's actually going into the Kyurem Black. Now, normally, looking back at this, I would have switched out into the Mew, but I decided to sack off Torkoal here, because in my head at the moment I didn't think Torkoal would actually do a lot, especially with the Stealth Rocks up, but he would have lived some Stealth Rocks damage, and maybe we could have done some fun stuff. So we are going into the Mew, we are Rocky Helmet, that Dragon Claw is doing not that much, to be honest, from a Kyurem Black. We are very bulky, and we can Aura Sphere against the Kyurem, and that is going to do a decent chunk. So I really like using defensive Mew, but I need to use offensive Mew as well, because I am more of an offensive coach. But so far I'm really liking the defensive side of Mew, with of course also the soft boiled. So Rocky Helmet, soft boiled, and then Aura Sphere, Earth Power. You can do a lot. Psychic, you can do a lot with Mew in that regard, and I decided to switch out. We're back at full health, and we still have the Rocky Helmet, and I did not want to, you know, lose that Rocky Helmet. I knew there was going to be either another U-turn or a Stealth Rocks Roll Up, but a knockoff. So I went into my Rotom Wash to take the knockoff, and then we can Volt Switch and see what he was going into, which is the Tangrowth right here. Now, if we still had the Torkoal, that would have been awesome, but we still have, you know, Klonoa, the Diggersby, which is Fire Punched. So I was like, okay, we can actually Fire Punch up, and that is going to do a lot of damage. But he is going to reveal that he's Rocky Helmet on the Tangrowth. Now, that's not the only Rocky Helmet mon on his team, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, he's going to put the Leech Seed up, which is kind of annoying, which is really annoying. But I was like, okay, I'm Choice Band into Fire Punch. I can either stay in the Fire Punch again, or I can predict a switch in right now. And so I went into my Mew. He actually decided to go into his Alomomola now. And if I'm not mistaken, this Alomomola was also Rocky Helmet. So I'm going to put my Stealth Rocks up. So now Stealth Rocks are on both sides of the field. He is going to Toxic. I'm like, alright, he's going to Toxic me. That is kind of annoying, but hey, we have synchronized, so the Alomomola will be Toxic as well. However, he brought Refresh on his Alomomola, so he can refresh that poison damage away from the Alomomola. Very nice prep for my opponent there. I'm going into Endacid, of course, my Rotom Wash, because my Rotom Wash can actually counter the Alomomola, because we are an offensive Rotom set, as he's actually going to refresh it away. He's going to protect the Scout out, what my Rotom can actually do, as I will reveal to just go for the Thunderbolt here. And he is now going to withdraw his Alomomola, and he is going back into his Tangrowth. Now I'm going to Thunderbolt, and that Thunderbolt will still do a chunk on the Tangrowth. And he has to withdraw again to get the Regenerator off. So he's going into the Uxie. Now here, as you can see, I went for Hidden Power. I over-predicted myself. I was like, hey, if he stayed in, Hidden Power kills. If he decides to switch out, you know, Hidden Power does like good damage on the rest of his mons. But I should have just went for the Thunderbolt here. I should have just went for another Thunderbolt here. Thunderbolt did amazing damage, as you can see here. And here I made another bad prediction. I thought a Volt Switch would be enough to kill. I didn't check the calcs. Most of the time I do check the calcs, but I was 100% certain a Volt Switch would have killed the Uxie here. So, you know, just bad over predicting from my part there, and I could have done that much better looking back into it. So now my Mew is on the Uxie, and the Uxie is, you know, dead. Side Shock will kill, so 2 mons down from his side of the field, but he still has the dangerous Mega Scizor in the back, and still a lot of other mons that could potentially hurt me, like the Tangrowth and Alomomola are very, very annoying to deal with. I didn't think the Alomomola, I thought the Alomomola had Rocky Helmet back in the day. Maybe I just, you know, as I said before, I'm a little bit drowsy, a little bit tired, so maybe I forgot about that. But I'm going to RSV the Mega Scizor here and hope to do a decent amount of damage, but he's going to reveal Sword Stance. And here I was like, oh boy, oh boy, this is now going to be very hard. So I'm going for another RSV, and I was like, please don't have Roost. He's going for another Sword Dance. I was like, oh no. Alright, you know what? Maybe we can crit with another Aura Sphere, deal a lot of damage. And he reveals to be Roost. So here I was like, I did a boo-boo. I let this thing set up. I should have switched out on the first Calm Mind. The first Sword Stance into Diggersby, but I didn't. Now I'm going into my Rotom Wash here, as he is actually going to take this Hydro Pump And look at that damage. I should have went into my Rotom Wash after the first Sword Stance, after the first Aura Sphere from the Mew. Then the Hydro Pump would have killed it off. So I went into my Klonoa now. Now we have Quick Attack and we are Choice Bandit. And I thought, alright, let's hope this Quick Attack kills off the Scizor here. So I went for the Quick Attack because I knew a Bullet Punch was coming and he lives. And here I was like, yeah. We lost this match. We lost this match. So, you know, I can go into Booger, but Booger, the Goodra, will not be taking a Bullet Punch from the Scizor. Now, if that Quick Attack, for whatever reason, would have critted the Scizor, I don't think we would have... I don't think we would have won this match still. But at least it would be a much, you know, closer match than the 4-0 loss that we're now going to get. So as you can see here, the Bullet Punch will connect also on the Mega Beedrill. And we're dead. So we're losing this match with 4-0. Now, I did play it I played reasonable in the beginning. You know, this always happens. It always happens. So there we go. I played reasonable in the beginning, but letting Torkoal down was my biggest mistake. And then the over-predictingness with the Rotom Wash. And, you know, Mew did his job very well. And, yeah, what can you say? The only thing that could have maybe helped us out was a crit with the Diggersby on the Scizor. But then he had still, like, the Current Black left, the Tangrowth left, and the Alomomola left. Tangrowth and Alomomola being very bulky. So we did have the Beedrill still then in the back and the Goodra still in the back. So who knows what we could have done against that team. But Johnny played an amazing match. You know, he played very well with the Scizor in the end. So he deserves the win 100%. And we're going to lose the second match of the MPL. We're now 2 losses and 0 wins. And at this rate, I'm like, I hope I can get at least 1 win in this season. But as I said earlier in week 1, there are a lot of amazing coaches in this league. A lot of talented coaches. So winning a match will be a very hard achievement to pull out. But we have to bring out our A game. We have to try to do our best. And, you know, hopefully in the upcoming weeks I can, you know, prove this team. Maybe we can do some transactions if needed. But that is all. I will put Johnny GB's link in the description below, as well as his side of the match, as well as Aaron2420, of course, who done the match for me. And I think Aaron did the match for me. It was Citra, right, with the background. I think it was. I think Aaron did the match for me. Yeah, I think Aaron did the match for me. As I said before, it's been a long while since this match, like 1.5 weeks ago, 1 week ago. So I don't know, man. I need to take a good, quick rest. All of the BBL coaches will be in the description below, as well as the links of the social media for the BBL and all of that shenanigans. If you enjoyed this match, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, share this video with others, slash the subscribe button down below, and hit that bell icon, because then you get notified every time I upload a new video. That is sincerely appreciated. PMC semi-finals, I hope to bring that upcoming Saturday. Yeah, hopefully upcoming Saturday or Sunday, one of those two. And I will try to make some other videos, because, you know, we now only with the PMC and with the MPL left, and the PMC with the semifinals and the potential finals, you know, will be finished as well soon. So we only have the MPL left, so I'm going to try to bring out some other content besides the MPL, so that I don't have only one video per week, if that makes any sense. But I'm going to end this video off here. I'm rambling. I need to take my rest. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next week of the MPL. Bye!